Hey guys, so they reworked Guff in this last season, and to be honest, I've been kind of avoiding him. He was doing really bad on a lot of the metrics, and it was probably a couple smaller patches ago where they reworked his hero power that you got the essentially the equivalent of a golden like reward on spending 25 or it's not spending 25 gold, it's like spending 25 tavern tier, buying 25 tavern tiers worth of minions or cards from 30, and I think it's actually made him feel very good. I think there's a couple of tips that you can kind of learn from this and hope that I kind of wanted to share that I think can make it so he's a lot more efficient. So the first thing is you're generally going to have a choice for your first, 25 reward between stabilizing on 4, getting a 5, or aggressively leveling for a 6. And I think where you should kind of be thinking about this is never take a 4. Really, and this can really be avoided by your main focus on Guff is you should be trying to aggressively level in the early game. You have a good bit of armor um, to start off with. He has 18, which is you're only 12 below patchwork. And anyways, if you take a lot of the econ spells early and do aggressive level ups, you end up spending your gold a lot more efficiently, and you can end up getting like 3 tavern tier worth of stuff for free, or even pays you if you take something like the pay 3 health for a gold. That's a tavern tier 3 or 2 card, and you're making gold for that transaction. So really never take a 4. You should be aggressively leveling. So next the question is, should you take a 5 or a 6? And this really comes down to, can you efficiently spend your gold, and are you healthy enough? If you're still above cap, and especially if you're above 30 and you can take a double cap, what I really think the play is try to make it so if you're above 30 health, you should level up and then buy the cards, so that you're getting a 6 drop for that first discover, and use that to stabilize. You're essentially getting what a lot of people end up doing is they roll on 4 and get the discover and level up on that discover to get a 6 and play around that. For Guff, you're getting that essentially for free, and you're going from 4 to either solidifying direction or getting a ton of value on that 6 drop. The If you're now in a like worse spot and you're kind of like trying to stabilize on um 4, and you don't have like that 30 health crutch, at that point then you take a 5, and you try to either get a tempo 5, or again, it might be trying to find a enabler for your comp. But that's kind of the way I'm thinking about it, is using that first discover. um Really, if you have the life, use it to get a 6, and you save yourself a ton of gold in doing that. And you're really getting a direction for free with your hero power. It reminds me of like Fugan, for whatever the one I forget the guy's name that gives you a 2, 4, 6 at the beginning of the game. Like, you're getting essentially that direction for free. So the other thing that you should really be trying to think about is then how to level up in the later game. Really, with this, because you're getting so many 6 drop discovers, I don't think there's really much of a reason to level up to 6 unless you're like desperately trying to find a particular 6 drop, or if you just have infinite gold. And that gets kind of to the last tip that I have for Guff, and it seems really obvious, but he does really well in your high gold comps. Anything that involves brand does really well with him, because you're buying cards and getting the value for free. You're essentially getting discovers for free. The other thing that I do in this game is I run magnetics. They, have the one magnetic that gives you 1 gold or whatever, and you're multiplying that over beatboxers, and that's another way to really just multiply the amount of gold you get to spend every turn, and you can potentially get 2 or 3 of those 6 drop discovers in the late game without even going to 6. Um, so yeah, typical mech game in the background, nothing too fancy in the late game. Honestly, it was a kind of weak lobby, but really hope that this kind of helps show you how you can play them. I guess some other comps that you should think about going with this is any of the brand comps. Demons really stick out because of that imp on 4. You can get potentially a 5 drop for the 1 health, and really the 1 health is normally a benefit with something with Soul Rewinder. So yeah, that's something to think about. Hopefully this helps you. Good luck on your climb. Hopefully see you out there. Bye.